Today we're going to share a flip of my Happy Mail junk journal book. I've shown several videos of this before now. All I did was take a cereal box and sewn the different envelopes in of Happy Mail that I've received, whether it be through a swap or just regular RAK, Random Act of Kindness mail. Ugh, can't talk. Some pieces of mail came from orders that I received from certain people, and it's all bound in this cereal box, and this cover is from a gift bag. Part of what I did in my process was to add these strings on the side so I could add danglies of items that are received as well. These were some paper beads that someone made and sent to me, so I've added them on the spine here, and they make some fun sounds. So once I get some other things on there, beads or whatever, that'll be pretty cool. So let's start looking. This is not complete, by the way. There's going to be more goodies added to it. I have some other things that need to go on the cover, and different pieces of paper that can go in here, because it is definitely not full. So where the blank spot is here from the gift bag being folded around, there's a good opportunity for using some pieces of Happy Mail parts that can go on here. And I just went through and I used bits of the papers that I received to cover up parts like the postal address of myself and the person who sent it. I really liked seeing the different stamps and cancellation marks from the different places they had come from, so I tried to keep those visible. I did do some doodling here and there just to highlight parts of the page. I used some stamping, and on certain envelopes that didn't seem like they had anything I could keep, or they really, whatever reason, and they had a nice stamp, then I made sure to cut that off and include it. This is some craft tape I have. A couple of areas I did do some doodling. Here's one of them. This was some lovely Happy Mail calendar pages that I got from Gina Ahrens, and I cut the little girl out here, and then I drew her swing chains to be taller. Several pieces of mail included notes that I wanted to keep, so I just glued those in. This particular one was a full envelope piece of artwork from this person, and I didn't want to mess that up at all, so I just used it as a full fold-out spread from her. And because this envelope had decoration on both sides, I made it into an extra flippy out kind of thing. So I have still surface for adding more mail. Some places I had the little notes just kind of tucked in the top here. I added some doily that was sent to me as part of the tab to grab that. And where I've done these stapled on envelopes, where they're on both sides, I just tuck a little note in there like that. And then this particular one, she had some really great writing I didn't want to cover, so I paper clipped this on here as a flap. And then inside the envelope, I do believe is a note from her. Yep. Little notes. Little tuck spot back here. Flippy out. This was on the actual envelope, so I just colored it a little bit. Received some bling, put that in some different places. Another one of those calendar pages from Gina Ahrens. This particular envelope made a nice pocket. As did this one, and I've shoved some pieces in the top there. Little hedgehog. And a little pocket. This was nice work just all on its own, so I've left it alone. Another little pocket. Some more I colored the bird that she stamped and then did some outlining around the jelly print she'd done the envelope there. This has more goodies shoved in the top, I think. It feels like there is. No, it's actually empty. That's amazing. I really liked having everyone's different handwriting for writing my name, so I've kept those on many areas. And ones that I had to get rid of the envelope for some reason, I just cut my name off of. Got some little tuckaways in there. Several of the pieces of mail I've received had inserts with stamped images or whatever, so I've colored on them and done things. This giant Tyvek envelope I've cut in half along the whole entire edge and turned it into an actual page. This is part of a larger piece of mail that I received a purchase from where she had decorated the envelope, so I used that down here to cover this address. So I got washi tape. I saved my washi tape from my envelopes too, so I've used bits that I've saved to cover areas as well. Right here. And then a little envelope there. And this one I went this way with because it was so pretty on both sides. I don't want to miss out on it, so I've done like that instead of doing the split envelope technique that I've been using. This was from another piece of mail right here with a little extra, so I used it for covering. Same with a stamp that came off of a plastic envelope that was really a little too difficult to try and figure out how to add in here, so I just kept the stamp from it. This was pretty cool looking. Used another piece from something else for covering the addresses. So great little pocket here with that other half of the envelope. A little note from one of my orders. She sent me extra goodies with my order. One of them was that red Stabilo pencil I've used in some videos. Had a ATC swap. Got one of my ATs in a cute little pocket, so I put that there. Some stamps. A little note that was really pretty. And this one is like a little pocket. Some blank pages for future use. Little 3D embellishments. I stapled this one on because the stuff inside was thicker and didn't want to mess it up trying to glue it down. This worked really nice on the corner here with some bling added to it. Another envelope and note. I can't see that very well. And this one had some napkin added to it. So I taped that in. This one has some stuff tucked in the top. This was on the envelope, so I just added some little bit of decoration to it and made this heart more vibrant. Colored in my name. This one actually came from Australia, so I used a little bit of my placemat from my Outback. It wasn't placemat, it was a kids' activity book. So I put that on there. I thought that would go well. And another one of those Gina Aaron's calendar dealies. More pockets to put things in the future. A bit of that craft tape. Little thank you note. And this was some really neat paper from Jerry. This was an order. So she had a thank you note in there, and then she used the stamps that I had ordered as part of the decorating. And I haven't glued this down entirely because I'd like to keep her address. This was a bubble mailer, and I've discovered that you can actually peel the bubble wrap off the mailers and make them less bulky. So I've done that on several things. This was one of them that was included. Because that's such a cute envelope, no one wants to get rid of that. There's more of that painted envelope from that order that I had done. Piece of that duct tape again. This one was made out of this envelope was made out of a map, and I definitely wanted to keep it. So I have split the sides, but because it's duct tape, it still has some sticky to it. So it can still be a pocket, but I can decorate the whole inside of it if I want to, and just use that leftover sticky to keep it shut. And this was a leftover envelope that I had cut up, and I've just used it, the back portion, as the cover for the address there. More of a leftover washi tape. A little note envelope. Oh, that was a piece of special paper, so I didn't want to ruin it. I just glued the whole envelope down. More fun papers. Here's some notes from everyone. More space for future. A couple of notes tucked in here. The reason I've tucked these in is just because the added some bits and bobs to both sides, and they also had a note, so it kind of seemed pointless to rip the whole thing apart, just to part it out. And some future space. This one I kind of attached in a weird way, just for something different. Some leftover washi tape, a little something there. This envelope was folded up differently, so I just kind of figured out how to get it in there so I could use it as pockets. Another piece of Gina Aaron's calendar pages she sent me. And here's the back, and the back I had to do a little bit of different attaching with the cover, which you could see in the final video I did of creating the book, because I have these little flappy bits back here. And is there anything in this envelope? Yep, there's a little note tucked in there. So that is the entire flip at the moment, and it is a little puffy, which is fine because we have this nice little strap here that's going to be used as the cover, or binding closure, and it should fit relatively good right there. So thanks for watching with my flip of my Happy Mail junk journal. Hope you've enjoyed it and it inspires you to do something with your own Happy Mail. And there we go. There's the yummy goodness of the edge. So, have a great day, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye!